What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the newest revealed heroes for Marvel Rivals, that being Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's dive into Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is a duelist DPS character, but he also has the ability to be able to be playing like a tank. He's the best of both worlds, with his unique abilities blending both offense and defense, which makes him a versatile force on the battlefield. Now let's take a closer look at his abilities. First up we have his stretchy punches, which is his basic fire. It allows him to shoot out his arms, damaging enemies. And a cool thing about this is that if the arm is out and the enemy walks into it, they will also take damage. Next up is his Control the Chaos grab. This allows him to pick two enemies and fling them together, dealing damage. This is great for crowd control and especially those nitty-gritty team fights. And if you don't finish them off, your teammates certainly will. Now here's where Mr. Fantastic gets even more unique, with his size growth. This ability allows him to absorb damage and reflect it back at his enemies. It's a perfect defensive tool that keeps you in the fight as you absorb hits, while dealing a punishing counterattack. If you play as a frontliner, you can soak up the damage and protect your team. Next is Mr. Fantastic's dash ability. This allows him to either pick a teammate or an enemy, and if he picks an enemy, when he dashes forward towards them, it'll deal damage to them. But if he picks a teammate, it'll give both the teammate and you a little bit of shield health. Finally, Mr. Fantastic's ultimate is the Bounce of Doom. Once activated, Mr. Fantastic bounces around the map, damaging enemies and refreshing his movement with every successful hit. It keeps combat unpredictable and rewards successful positioning. If you're good with your timing, you'll be flying through the battlefield, racking up kills and keeping pressure on the toes. Mr. Fantastic also has a passive ability that allows him to gain elasticity, and as he does this, when bar reaches 100, he will turn into his elastic form, where all of his other abilities are cut off, but you deal massive damage and have nearly double your original health. Next we have Invisible Woman. Her primary fire brings a balance of support and offense, healing her allies while dealing damage to the enemies. It also has the unique ability of boomeranging back to her, dealing damage and healing again. This dual purpose lets her keep her enemies alive while being a threat on the battlefield. Her shift ability creates an AoE knockback that not only disrupts enemies, but also slows and damages them. This gives her team a huge tactical advantage in the heat of the battle, controlling space and enemy movement. Invisible Woman's pass out is a standout feature of her kit. Acting as an out-of-combat passive, it allows her to go invisible and remain unseen, adding an extra layer of survivability to her gameplay. Her E ability delivers a straightforward knockback that can be either used to push enemies or pull them in, as seen when what she does right here with Namor. Next, her right click is a barrier that protects your enemies from incoming damage. This is the perfect tool to protect your enemies or yourself. Lastly, Invisible Woman's ultimate creates an area of invisibility and healing for everyone on your team. This can turn the tide of the battle. Though everyone inside can still take damage, the outside enemy team cannot damage. Invisible Woman's blend of healing, disruption, and strategic invisibility makes her a versatile and powerful addition to any team in Marvel Rivals. Stay tuned for more updates as we get ready to take your gameplay to the next level with both of these new characters. And if you enjoyed the video, please sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below who you're most excited for in the new season. I will see you on the flip side.